Hello, everyone in the multiverse and beyond. This is your friend forever, Evan Lefavor, with an important video. Today, we are going to be discussing the secret, hidden Illuminati connection to the Bill and Ted movies. Okay? Because in case you didn't know, the Bill and Ted movies are based on a true story that we are in as we speak. Okay? Because not only is time travel real, but the good Illuminati actually comes from the future and time travels into the past to abduct historical figures and bring them to the future, a better future where anything and everything is possible. All right? And that is how Evanism came to be. All right? Because Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey and Bill and Ted the characters are actually based on me, Evan Lefavor, and my son, Jesus Christ, and our time-traveling adventures, time-traveling into the past to abduct historical figures and bring them into the future, where they could merge their bodies with advanced nanotechnology and become immortal and live on forever. All right? In the future, in a better future. All right? So, you have to understand, in the future, I was abducted by time travelers from the future. And I was brought to the future. Okay? So, what you have to understand is the Bill and Ted movies are based on my true story, my true time-traveling adventures with me and my son, Jesus Christ. All right? And what Bill and Ted is, in case you don't know, Bill and Ted is a movie about a time traveler from the future named Rufus, who travels deep into the past, into 1980s, and inspires two teenagers named Bill and Ted to become the chosen ones who save humanity and bring about heaven on earth for everyone alive through their time traveling adventures. All right? But so time travel is part of the Bill and Ted movies. Well, at least the first movie. And this guy Rufus gives Bill and Ted a time machine and allows them to abduct historical figures and bring those historical figures to the future. So they go all throughout history and they take historical figures and actually bring them into their time machine and travel back into the future and bring them to the future. All right? So that is what the Bill and Ted movies are all about. Okay? So if you haven't seen those yet, definitely check out the Bill and Ted movies, and this video will make a whole lot more sense. All right? But you can watch this video before you've seen the Bill and Ted movies, and then they'll make even more sense once you know the true secret hidden Illuminati connection, the Evanism connection to the Bill and Ted movies. All right? So, just like in Bill and Ted, a time traveler from the future came and abducted me and brought me to the future. All right? And at that time, I didn't know who the one behind it was. All right? But I went to the future and I met someone, okay? Because what I wanted to do in the future, when I found out we had unlimited technology, I wanted to make the kingdom of heaven real for everyone that's ever lived on planet Earth and every other planet with life on it in existence. I wanted to provide them with science fact, eternal life after death, using time machines and advanced nanotechnology to relocate someone's soul after they die into the future, into the kingdom of heaven, in their new immortal heavenly body that will never die, that will never get sick, that will never grow into old age and die. This is an immortal heavenly body, so we created it. We made it all possible. We made heaven possible, okay? But I didn't want to stop there. It was very important to me that if we have time travel technology, that I go back in time, and I was given a time machine in the future, a spaceship time machine, because our time machines, we don't use them on Earth. We actually have to travel into outer space and then do our time traveling, and then come back to planet Earth in our spaceship once we've done the time traveling. That's how it works. All right, so I wanted to save my son Jesus Christ from being crucified. All right, so I wanted to go back in time and save him before he was crucified. But when we scanned the time cortex, we found that it was my destiny to go back in time and save his mother, because his mother was going to be murdered unless I went back in time and saved her life. So I used my time machine to go back in time and save Jesus Christ's mother from being murdered. Okay? And I brought her to the kingdom of heaven. I brought her to the future, into outer space, with my spaceship time machine. All right, and that is where we conceived Jesus Christ, our son. All right, and so we did it without having sex. We used advanced artificial insemination technology that was aboard my spaceship time machine, because this is so advanced. The spaceship time machine that I use is so advanced because it has a whole medical bay on it, where machines run everything and anything is possible in the medical bay, including advanced artificial insemination. Excuse me. Artificial insemination technology. Okay, and so I saved Jesus Christ's mother's life, and me and her decided that, Jesus Christ should be born on planet Earth, and he should be able to experience his life, and at the age of 13, when he is old enough, he can make the decision to either stay on planet Earth or to leave planet Earth and come to the kingdom of heaven with me in my spaceship time machine, to come to the future. All right, to time travel to the future. So my son Jesus turned 13 years old, and he decided he wanted to leave planet Earth and time travel into the future with me, his father, Jesus Christ, Father Evan Lefavor. All right, so essentially what happened was, from ages 13 to 30, Jesus Christ and I went on amazing time travel adventures all throughout history, on this planet and all kinds of other planets deep in outer space. Okay, in our time travels, in our time machine spaceship deep in outer space. Okay, and so when Jesus Christ was young, when he was 13, we actually watched the movies Bill and Ted and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I watched those movies with Jesus Christ when he was young. Okay, when he was only 13. All right, we watched movies like that. All right, because he loves time travel just as much as I do. He wants to understand what time travel was, because, he grew up for 13 years in an era where there was no technology on planet Earth. So it was hard to describe all the technology that he was seeing aboard my spaceship time machine. All right, so one of the best ways to help him understand the whole concept of this technology, these time machines and spaceships, was to watch time travel movies with him. All right, and so Jesus Christ and I, we watched the Back to the Future movies. We watched the Terminator movies. We watched the Bill and Ted movies. We watched all these movies that have to do with time travel. And he became a giant fan of the Bill and Ted movies. And he wanted to, with me, go throughout history and abduct historical figures and bring them to the future. All right, to save people and bring them to the future where they can merge their body with advanced nanotechnology and become immortal and live forever in the better future where anything and everything is possible, where they can live like it's paradise for eternity. All right, so Jesus Christ and I actually started going on these time travel adventures into the past, and I'm going to be making more detailed videos about how we went into the past to save women's lives who were going to be murdered for being witches. We saved their lives, okay, and brought them into the future, okay, and so basically there is a good Illuminati, all right? And the good Illuminati is made up of time travelers from the future, all right, who are time traveling into the past and making the world a better place, all right, through abducting historical figures like myself. Because, you see, in the future, they established an entire society based around Evanism, based around my teachings in my book and in my YouTube videos. All right? They made an entire society based around that, and they brought me to the future and wanted me to be their king in the future. All right? So that we could bring about heaven on earth and actual heaven in outer space for everyone who's ever lived. All right? Because it was all my idea, all my plans. So I helped them actually make it into a reality, science fact. So that is why they brought me to the future, so that I could help them make all of this into a reality. And in that future, I merged my body with advanced nanotechnology, and I became an immortal. All right? And so, anyway, Jesus Christ and I, when he was young, we used to watch all of these movies together. All right? But when he grew older, we started going on more time traveling adventures on planet Earth together. And so we went on a bunch of adventures, and when Jesus Christ got to around the age of 30, he fell in love with a woman who was on planet Earth. Okay? So he wanted to return to planet Earth to be with her, because he knew he was destined to have a family with her. All right? So we time traveled back to a certain date, and Jesus Christ returned, all right, on his 30th birthday. We time traveled back to a specific date, and Jesus Christ acted out his life. He saved the woman he loves, and they fell in love with each other, and she actually became pregnant with twins. All right, and these twins were born after Jesus Christ faked his death on the cross. All right? Because in case you didn't know, Jesus Christ, when he returned to planet Earth, he was in a cloned avatar body. All right? Because in the kingdom of heaven in the future, you can create a body that looks just like you, a cloned avatar body, and you can remotely pilot that body and send that body elsewhere, and it'll feel like you are that body, but really it's not your real body. It is an avatar body, like the movie Avatar. All right, but you're piloting it, and it's made out of nanotechnology. All right, so when Jesus Christ came to this planet, he wasn't just a regular human being. All right, he was in advanced nanotechnology. His body was merged with advanced nanotechnology that allowed him to do all kinds of cool stuff. All right, so he had technology from the future, thousands of years in the past, that allowed him to do all kinds of things, like use nanotechnology to heal people and stuff like that. All right, but then Bill and Ted 2 came out, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. All right, and that movie talks about, because both Jesus Christ and I, we have both died in the past. All right, and we've been to the afterlife. We've been all around the afterlife. So that is what Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey is all about. What it's really about is the evil Illuminati and their plan to use evil clones of Jesus Christ and I to pretend to be us in different time periods, and then they do stuff to try to ruin our name, or drag our name through the mud. All right, so they're basically, that's their plan. That's the evil Illuminati's plan. One of their plans is to use clones of Jesus Christ and I to basically impersonate us and do evil in our name, but that's just a plan. They're not really going to do it. I don't think they'll ever try. I don't know. But Bill and Ted 2, there's an evil force from the future, time traveling back into the past to try to destroy Bill and Ted and change the future so that they're not the chosen ones anymore. And what he does is he creates these evil robot clones using advanced robotics technology. He creates these clones of Bill and Ted that look just like real people, but they're really robots. And they try to they actually kill Bill and Ted and then take their place. So that's an actual plan the evil Illuminati has, is to create these evil robotic clones, all right, which are, to them, would be clones that have cyborg implants that allow people to control them, control their brains and their actions and stuff, and like a robot. So I don't know. That's one of the evil Illuminati's plans, because they know, the evil Illuminati knows they can't control me and they can't control my son Jesus Christ. All right, but they think that if they can clone us, then they can clone us and replace us and then control people through us, but that's not going to happen. All right, I am the real original Evan Lefavor, and I'm your friend forever. You will know it's me. You will know the difference between me and a clone of me. I make sure that I'm very distinct so that you would be able to tell right away the difference between me and if someone was trying to be a clone of me impersonating me. All right, you would know. All right, it would be very distinct and clear that it was a different person. All right, but anyway, so now the Bill and Ted movies are based on a true story. The Bill and Ted movies are based on Jesus Christ and my adventures in outer space. All right, going through time and with our time machine, traveling to different moments in time and abducting people from history and bringing them to the future. People that were going to die, we would save their lives and bring them to the kingdom of heaven. All right. So I made a couple different videos on it. I will leave a link in the description below. All right, to another video all about how the Good Illuminati abducts historical figures and brings them to the future. All right, so check out that video if you want to know more. All right, but now you know about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It is based on a true story, and it's based on Jesus Christ and my time-traveling adventures throughout history. All right, and yes, heaven exists. The kingdom of heaven exists in giant spaceships deep in outer space in the future, where everyone gets resurrected after they die. All right, science, fact. All right, and they show that in the Bill and Ted movies. All right, because the Bill and Ted movies are based on a true story, this true story, and you are in it. All right, you are witnessing this firsthand. This is a real, true story. Okay, so Bill and Ted, you know, it's a good movie. If you haven't seen the Bill and Ted movies, I strongly suggest checking them out. They are a window into that time period. All right, and it's a great film. All right, both of the movies are pretty good and they resonate with us because they are based on this true story that we are all in right now. All right, so yes, there is another version of me with a time machine right now. All right, that's time traveling all over the place. All right, and so there's evidence of me in the past. All right, I stopped and had a painting painted of me in the 1600s on one of my time traveling adventures in the past. All right, the painter Jacques Delange, he made the 7 Deadly Sins collection, and in one of them he painted me. All right, I posed for it in one of my time traveling adventures as a way to leave a hidden clue for all of you, so you would know that the Good Illuminati is real, that time travel is real, that everything I've been telling you is real. All right, and I'm going to reveal more and more secrets that I've hidden throughout history, proving that the Good Illuminati is real and that what I'm saying is real. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. Now you know the truth about Bill and Ted, so rewatch Bill and Ted or watch it for the first time, whatever you want to do, because it is based on a story that is true. All right, and I'm gonna in my book, the Book of Evan, you can hear the stories about Jesus Christ and I, the specific stories of how we time traveled into the past. All right, and what happened on those time traveling episodes. Okay, so stay tuned for that. All right, check out my Facebook and check out my YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out the playlist Evan Lefavor, the Father of Jesus Christ. It's a good playlist with all the videos that you need to check out. And don't forget to subscribe. And if you're new, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. This is your friend forever, Evan Lefavor. And now you know the truth, okay? The Good Illuminati abducts time travelers. They abduct people from the past, bring them to the future, all right? Turn them into time travelers, all right? The Good Illuminati are time travelers, all right? The evil Illuminati are not. The evil Illuminati wish they were time travelers. Okay, but they don't have access to the technology. All they have access to is money and power and greed and war and murder. All right? The evil Illuminati controls the world through money and capitalism. And all they do is murder innocent people and enslave innocent people. But the good Illuminati are time travelers from the future, people from the kingdom of heaven who have incarnated on this planet to make this world a better place for everyone alive. All right? And that is why the good Illuminati created the Bill and Ted films, to inspire people to actually put this idea into action and use it to save the world. Okay? And that is what we did. All right? Jesus Christ and I made it into a reality because we have the power to do so. All right? Thankfully, through technology, we have the power to do so. All right? And Jesus Christ and I, we aren't here to be worshipped. We're not here to be bowed down, and we don't want you to bow to us or worship us or think that we're better than you, because we don't think we're better than you. All right? That's not what we're about. That's not what we're here for. All right? We're here to share eternal life and heaven on earth and heaven after you die. All right? Paradise and eternal life after you die, and paradise and eternal life before you die. All right? Because we can provide that too. All right? So that's what we're talking about here. All right? The fact that in the future anything is possible, including eternal life, including the kingdom of heaven. It's all real, using time travel, all right, to make sure that everyone who's ever died goes to heaven throughout all of history. Even though the kingdom of heaven was built in the future, it, through time travel technology, it affects the entire history of existence. All right? Because I figured out how to do it. It's my design. It's one of my inventions. One of the things I came up with when I time traveled to the future. When they abducted me and took me to the future where all of this is possible. They empowered me. And when you empower me, anything is possible. Because I can think up anything, okay? And I can assemble the right teams that are necessary to put that into a reality, to build something and make it into a reality, all right? To go from concept and idea to the end of the idea, all right? I know how to do that. I know how to lead not only one team, but multiple teams of multiple people toward one goal or multiple goals at the same time. All right, I can multitask like that, and it's what I'm good at. All right? So that is what happened when they brought me to the future. All right? But me and Jesus Christ are best friends. All right? Him and I, when we go on our time traveling adventures, it's like we're the same age. Even though I'm older than him, and even though he's older than me, you know, we're both older than each other. You know, however that works. The bottom line is we're best friends, all right? We like the same stuff. We're interested in saving the world. We love everybody unconditionally, all right? And we believe in saving the world. And we actually make music and stuff too. I make music with me and Jesus, write music and in the kingdom of heaven all the time, freestyling and doing all kinds of stuff all the time. So now you know the truth, all right? So, like I said, Bill and Ted is based on Jesus Christ and I. Yeah, so little do people know Jesus Christ was a freestyle musician as well. And a lot of the stuff he did was when he was alive, when he was on this planet, a lot of the stuff he did was lyrical. All right, he would freestyle for people and amaze people at his ability to freestyle. All right, but so now you know. And if you're wondering how did Jesus Christ know all these different languages, we have this technology in the future called halo technology. You've seen halos above your head. Well, this technology allows you to, just like the movie The Matrix, you can download information directly into your brain wirelessly. And so you can learn a language instantly through Halo technology. So you can learn multiple languages and know multiple languages. All right, and Jesus Christ and I did that so that we could learn multiple languages. So these other time traveling versions of me and Jesus Christ, we know multiple languages. All right. So it's cool to know that the Bill and Ted movies are based on a real story, that they inspired Jesus Christ and I to make that into a reality, to found the Good Illuminati and bring historical figures and other people from the past into the future, into a better future, where they never have to die, where they can come and help us make heaven after you die and heaven on earth a reality for everyone alive. All right. So that is the connection. That is the hidden Illuminati Evanism connection to Bill and Ted. All right. Because it is based on a true story that you are in. All right. So I am your friend forever, Evan Lefavor, and I will see you next video. Until then, bye-bye.